All right, guys. I guess I could go ahead and do this now before we start. That'd probably be a good idea. Wow, that thing flew across the screen. All right, guys. Let me do my last minute cotton puffs, and then we'll start the stream. Howdy, ladies and jerks. It is I, your boy, 6 and 2/3, back here again. We're not doing an Outside the Lens. I was so inspired by playing Run Saber the other day when we did Outside the Lens that I was like, you know what? I want to beat this game. I feel like it could be a game that I could beat in like an hour and a half, give or take, maybe a little bit less. And so I was just like, I want to stream. But I'm still in the works for making the next OTL. The next OTL will be Sega Genesis flavored, probably Saturday morning. I got all the assets. I got everything that I need to do it, but now I have to put it into the overlay, collate it, alt crop it, got to do all the pre-pro before I can show you a 4-hour PowerPoint presentation about video games, because that's basically what it is. It's a PowerPoint presentation. So, like, I figured in the interim, I will play this game. And if I can beat it quickly, say 75 minutes or less, then I'll try to see if I can beat another game that I kind of want to play all the way through that I played on another previous OTL. And so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to try to do. Hey, what's going on, AJ? Say something nice about Ronald Reagan. Ooh, man. You're pushing it. You're pushing it. It's kind of hard for me to say something nice about Ronald Reagan because I fucking hate Ronald Reagan. The nicest thing I can say about Ronald Reagan is he gave us crust punks a lot of memery to go off of. And to be honest with you, like, for me personally speaking, Ronald Reagan was probably the founding base for all of my continued hatred towards the Republican Party, because they sell you family values and then they turn around and they don't do things that are good for families. They sell you, on personal freedoms and personal liberties, and then turn around and tell you how to live your life. I think Ronald Reagan was the origin point for me personally, the origin point in politics to get voters to vote against their best interests. So it's the long con, Just the simple fact that we decided to put a movie star into an office of politics where he has no fucking background and, experience. It's like that alone is, and it's corollary to our current U.S. political system. It's just like, let's put Donald Trump into office. That really helps us. And it's like, for me, I don't know. It's just like, it's meritocracy, I don't go to my dentist to repair my car. So I'm not going to hire a failed, reality TV star to run the country. Just seems logical. AJ, Hollywood referred to Nancy Reagan as the throat goat? No, I did not. I don't even know what Nancy Reagan looks like. Hold on, let me. Can we get Nancy Reagan here in the overlay real quick? Let's see what she looked like in her prime. I don't know what Nancy Reagan looked like. She's okay, I guess. She's okay. Here, let me bring this over here. Do this. Come over here, like so. So, even in her prime, she was, I don't know, milquetoast. Looks like a standard, stereotypical white woman. Not really anything to write home about. Not for me, anyways. Pure 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10. So, yeesh. Like, AJ, yeah, that's a real thing. She had a very particular set of skills. I'm guessing. I don't know, man. Like, I enjoy a good blowjob, but I feel like blowjobs for me personally are foreplay. It's hard for me to actually climax and, finish off of just a blowjob. So I need more than that. I've been desensitized. So, anything short of the 9 inches of anal doesn't do it for me, Like, now that I've opened the stream with that, so we're going to play some Run Saber, boys. Good segue. Oh, Lord. Harrison, good to know. Well, I mean, it's true. Like, look, I love blowjobs. I mean, I have nothing against them. It feels good. It's just, for me personally, I can't finish with them. It's just good foreplay, Nothing wrong with foreplay. I love good foreplay. So, but that being said, that should be enough to start with. Let's go ahead and transition over. Let's play this game. All right, there we are. Let's do it. We don't need an intro for any of this. I do need to turn the fucking the OST off, though. We do need to pause that. That's good. I'm glad I caught that. All right, boys. It's very early. I finished my coffee, and hopefully that'll be enough to get me to play this game. Just like always, I'm going to lay out during the intro. For those that did not see OTL. No, we got Walrus Man. All right, well, I'm guessing there's 3 Run Sabers because 1 capsule is empty. So that probably has something to do with something. Hey, what's going on, Vicer? There he is. There's the boy. They woke up at 5 a.m. Don't be fooled. I'm surprised anybody is here, Like, it's a hard ask to make anybody come at 8 a.m. EST, AJ, I just got home from work 30 minutes ago, so now I can vape some weed and hang out with you guys. Oh, no shit, AJ. Like, you work a graveyard shift, or are you just on the West Coast? Which one? We were Sheena last time, so let's go ahead and be Alan. Let's see what he's like, We're going to the Taj base. Like, I didn't even know you were a weed man, AJ. I mean, it makes sense. You have the Tool Anima, avatar on Discord. So I was like, yeah, that's a weed man. Definitely a weed guy. Like, do you prefer sativa or do you prefer indica, I was a big fan of the sativas for quite some time, but I feel like the sativa has been making me super paranoid lately. So I've been having to switch over to hybrids, you know. Like, all right, we're gonna do some wall climbing right off the bat. Hey, what's going on, Moon? I'm more of an APM kind of guy. I was like, man, the actual time difference for y'all. I was gonna say y'all Brits, but Moon, you're living over in Japan right now, aren't you? Like, so I don't even know what the time difference is over there right now. Like, math, we can't do that. We have no idea how to do any of that. 9 p.m. here. Holy shit! Oh my god, man. Jet lag is a real thing. Like, you would, even when I went over to Rio, when I went over to Rio de Janeiro, and it was only like a 4-hour difference, I think, 5-hour difference. That was enough to fuck me up for days, man. So weird. Vicer, man, I thought he was a sober guy. No, I am smoking less weed than I was in Florida, though, weirdly enough. Mostly because I'm trying to get stuff done, trying to get, work on stuff for streams and all the things I want to do in the future. Oh, god damn, we ran right into that. And I feel like weed kind of slows me down a little bit. But again, I'm smoking a hybrid, so that's probably why. It made me sleepy. Boys, we're taking it. We're taking it. AJ, why can't we not be sober? I just need to start this over. Oh, that's right, man. Tool was the first band I ever saw live. The Lateralis tour is absolutely beautiful. It's wonderful. I remember being a 13-year-old boy, and I was just like, oh, we got to smoke the weed before we go into the concert. We don't want to get caught with weed. And then we went in there, and the entire stadium was hotboxed, All right, hold on, boys. We're getting rocked here. All right, he's dead. Look at that. Look at that little shifty, Bada bing. Moon, you keep some crazy hours then if it's 8 a.m. Gotta do, yeah. I'm an early morning streamer. I feel like I have more energy in the mornings than I do in the evenings. I get tired. I'm a 67-year-old man, so we gotta keep our energy levels on par, on cue. I feel like I'm a better streamer right after I have coffee. And I can drink coffee at night, but it puts me to sleep. So it does the opposite. Like I have less energy after my second cup, which is so strange because I used to drink like an entire pot of coffee a day. And the problem is it made me jerky and hard to be around. So I don't want to force Garrison to go through that, AJ, I've seen Maynard in concert 12 times. Holy God, that's a lot. I've seen Maynard once for Tool and once for Pussifer. And both of them tremendous, good shows. I have talked on OTL before about how I kind of made Maynard pissed off at me during the Pussifer concert. He was mean mugging me, but I still stand by my points. Like, so. Vicer, this is currently the most energetic Six is capable of being. Right now, yeah, definitely. I haven't worked out a schedule. It turns out, guys, if you've been running a business for a couple of years all by yourself in Florida, and a business that requires manual labor, oh shit, and all your life has been basically running a business and figuring out how to run the business, and all your time is eaten up by the business, then when you don't have the business anymore, it's weird. I haven't totally acclimated and adjusted to being able to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. I haven't figured that part out yet. Like, it's still taking some time to get used to it. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy the simple fact that I have the luxury to do that. A lot of people don't. So I'm just like, every day I, wake up and I'm a little grateful to be like, you know what, I'm gonna do absolutely nothing today, or I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like that's a gratitude that I have that other people do not. I mean, a lot of people are, working day in, day out at Walmart, greeting people and living paycheck to paycheck. I don't have that life, Like, granted, I had to sacrifice years of my life and years of my social life in order to get to that point. And I was completely stressed out. And one of the main reasons I got out of the business is because I felt like it was changing who I was as a human being. And I did not, I was just like, money is great, money is fine, but like if it's changing your actual dynamics of your personality and how you view life and how you think, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And that's, oh shit, I went to get that health and fucked it up. And that's, and that's the primary reason I got out, is because I was just like, look, this is not who I used to be. And I don't want to turn into this person. And also the fact that I talked to like every small business owner out on the route, and you know, I asked them, you know, it's like, when did you know it was time to retire? And 2 of them had told me, well, after I had the second heart attack. I was just like, okay, that's a good reason. That's a good reason. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use the special ability. There we are. Green snake it. Nice, very nice. Okay, bada bing. I do love this fact. Do love this game for the fact that, you know, we're able to have a lot of mini bosses. I love some mini bosses. Like Moon, did Capcom make this? How did they not? How did they not sue? If not, I believe Atlas. I can't remember if Atlas was the publisher or the developer. But this was, you know, a primarily Japanese devved game, and then it never got released in Japan. Which I thought was a little strange, you know? It's big Strider energy, you know? Like they're definitely copying off of Strider's success, as they should, you know? It's, if I said during OTL, if you're gonna copy off of a game, you might as well copy off of a good one, and they did. All right, hold on, boys. We're getting, I think this is one of our guys, our Beat Sabers. All right, we're gonna go ahead and continue. Bada bing. Go ahead. All right, we're gonna dial in pretty soon here, boys. I need to beat this game in 75 minutes. No, we might not. That's always a possibility. We might not. All right, we got him. Good, very nice. Vicer, yep, killer stress. You got it, brother. You got it. Look, there's just, money is great. Money is fantastic. All right, I'm certainly not gonna turn my eye away from money. Speaking of. Speaking of, let's see, I think it's right here. There it is, bada bing. I'm not gonna turn my eye away from money, you know, because especially in today's time, you need money. No 2 ways around it. But in reality, in the long scheme, in the macro view, money is only there to provide security and to build memories. And that's it. And if money is keeping you from doing those things, and keeping you from your daily pursuits and your daily happiness, then money's not good for you, man. I would rather be broke as shit and happy, you know, than completely driving myself insane about money. And it did get to a point where I was running the business and like everything got essentially funneled through a money filter. And I was just like, this is not who I am. I was like, oh shit, this is not who I am either. Completely falling and dying. Actually, no, that is pretty comparable. Moon, I like to be happy, not broke as shit. It's true. It's true. When I was running the business, I made the most money I've ever made in my entire life. And it was great in that sense. I was never worried about money, but the fact is that I was completely miserable. Like, I had no joy in my life. And I was just like, man, I have been broke as piss. You know, broke as a joke. And much more happier than I was when I had a good amount of money. So I was just like, man, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. Originally, I was gonna run the business. All right, we're doing a shitty ass job right now. Originally, I was gonna run the business for 10 years and retire after 10 years. I got 3 years into it and I was like, we can't, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. We're gonna have to pivot. We're gonna have to pivot. And so I saved up my money for the 3 years that I was in the business and sold the business. And now we're going after creative pursuits, you know? And if, oh shit, god damn it, man, seriously? And if that doesn't work, then in 2 years we'll figure out something else, you know? I've never really had a problem with making money and figuring out how to make money.
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Oh, well, thank you, Vicer, for giving Moon a sub to the channel. I appreciate that, brother. Moon's good people. I love Moon. Like, oh, well, fantastic. Now Moon can watch without having to suffer through ads, you know? Like, oh, shit. All right, we'll continue. I don't know if we will beat this game in 75 minutes. We're not doing such a great job so far. Not doing such a great job. I mean, we'll try. We'll get... Ooh, did I win or did I die before I won? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, well, fantastic. Thank you, Vicey, for doling out to the subs there. Vicer is lord of pub subs, you know, public subs. Vicer, money is good unless you destroy your body by the time you can enjoy it. That is another thing. Oh, goddamn, it was a giant fucking bird. We're going right into a mini boss right from the beginning. Is that what this is? Nope. Yeah, I guess well, it's giving me all the alerts. That was the other thing is I was running a manual labor business. I was running a pool business and I was the only employee. And so, you know, come to find out, can we grab this? Come to find out if you're the only employee and you're beating the shit out of your body every single day. Oh, no, I didn't want to use the special, but I guess we'll go ahead and use it. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just keep on going when we got the iframes and we lost them. Okay. It turns out, you know, if you're beating the shit out of your body every single day, like I started getting to the point where I was having back pain and spine pain all the time. And like my gait was all fucked up and, you know, it's like having a hard time being able to work out. And it's just, it wears on your knees, man. Like especially pool techs, their knees get all fucked up. All right, we jumped right into the pit on that one. I greatly overestimated my my ability to beat video games, boys. And we're gonna find out. Vicer at 6 would have inevitably, oh yeah. And I work with a lot of corrosive, hazardous chemicals. So, and you do splash them all over yourself all the time. And I did. The hydrochloric acid, got it all over myself. I've gotten it in my eyes a couple of times. Like literally sitting on the side of a pool, dunking my head in the water, trying to rinse out the hydrochloric acid out of my eyes because I couldn't see out of my eye. So I was blind for 20 minutes. That was scary. And that, you know, that always makes you rethink whether or not you're doing the right things, you know? Because I was like, again, money is great, but if you can't fucking see your computer screen, I was like, is money that great? Like, you know? And so it just kept adding up, and I got to a point where I was just like, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. Man, these robot dinosaurs beating the shit out of us. What's going on, Taxi? Hope this game's something you can get your saber teeth into. Big fan of Sabretooth. Love Sabretooth. Like Sabretooth and Saber Wolf from Killer Instinct. We're going down. We're going down. Oh man, we got all these Brazilian mosquitoes coming after us. I kind of do wish that the slide was a little quicker. I'm appreciative of the fact that they put it in here. Who we got here? Oh, we got the box art enemy. Nice. We got Mecha Crow. Love to see it. Oh Lord, beating the hell out of us. It's okay. Okay. We just got to learn patterns. And we will learn patterns at some point in time. No, we won't. No, we won't. Oh, there it is. Bada bing. Hey, what's going on, Tempest? Have y'all tried peppercorns? Tempest is stuffing them in his fanny pack. Look at that. All that float. All that hang. Oh, shit. God. Hey, what's going on, Johnny? John and Naz. How you doing? Oh, man. We are... surprisingly, there's not a lot of... There's no iframes, it seems like. And for a game of... Okay, we're going down the pit. I'm so traumatized and scared of pits now. Like, even in while playing Donkey Kong Country, I was like, oh, we got ourselves a pit. And I decided to jump straight into it. You can go to the Discord, check out my clips. John clipped it. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. All right, these diners are fun. We're gonna... the Dungeon First has arrived. Exactly. Oh, what is this? Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, let's try to actually... Little lurking from before work? No problem, John. Like, get your lurk on. Can we grab the wall? Nope, we cannot. All right, we're gonna... Shit. We should probably figure out some patterns here, you know? There we go. We're using our brain this morning, boys. To try to beat this video game. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. All right, come over here. I mean, it's just hit and run, it looks like. Just hit and duck, hit and duck, hit and duck. Look out for the beak! The beak got us. Oh, shit. Come over here. Bada bing. Nope. Mm-mm. All right, hold on, boys. All right, fuck it. We'll just use the special ability. There we go. That's what we needed. That's how we needed it. And still didn't kill him, but that's okay. All right, flattened him. There he is. Bada bing. Taxi, there was one pit in the blackout basement, and I accidentally fell down. I expected to fall off the bottom of the screen and die, but instead, I quite by chance stumbled upon a crate containing Rambi. Correct. Like, especially DKC, there are a lot of the leaps of faith, you know, that are only indicated by one singular banana. Like, I mean, I applaud the fact that they gave you some sort of indication that that was the case. Okay, well, here we go. Nope, right into the flames. Uh-oh. Oh, not such a great showing so far. All right, let's start over. We might rip, that's right. We might, I underestimated the difficulty with this game. Okay, we're still at 5. We'll keep it at 5. We'll be a Sheena this time around. Like, we might use some safe states. A real murder of crows, dang. We might use some safe states, boys, just to see if we can beat it. I'm not a real gamer. I don't try to be a real gamer. I just want to try to see if I can beat the game, you know? John got a walk saber before you can run saber. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? She just got a weird kind of arc to her, to hers. Hold on, we got to switch the palette. We'll switch palette. There we go. Game is notable for the fact that I talked about it on OTL. You can pause and just press select and then change your character's color. I love that. Hysteric Moon, what is a real gamer? I don't know, man. Somebody who can successfully get through a level without dying, you know? Like, I mean, I've never promulgated the fact that, you know, I'm a good video gamer. I just like playing video games, you know? I don't try to be, min-maxers. I don't try to be cyborgs, you know? I get through some games by brute forcing them. And we're gonna try to dodge a little bit more than we did before, boys. We're gonna pay attention to, you know, the bullet hell aspects of this game and see if we can learn. Maybe use our slide a little bit more. God damn. Tempest, my wife took a leap of faith on one singular banana, that's right. Like, it's the lifelong plantain, you know? Oh, fuck. I was gonna say, am I missing something here? Did I go the wrong way? No, I'm supposed to go up, that's why. Again, we just went through this level, and I thought I could sit here and beat on the enemies, thinking they would go away, that it would be like a Zerg rush. It was not. It was not. You're just supposed to keep going. Vicer, a real gamer, only plays SNES games. He's not a good gamer, but he is better at gaming than I don't know. Even that's a little generous, you know? Like, but I'll take it. I'll take any compliment I can get this morning. So what are you gents up to this morning, you know? You guys got anything scandalous today? What day is today? There we go. Right underneath. Hold on, boys. We're in the zone. Nope, we're out of the zone. We got punted right out of it. I ain't going up there. There's no reason to go up there. You can come down to me. There we go. See? No reason. Moon, I guess I'm a fake gamer. No, I don't know, Moon. I would put you in the box of real gamers. Anybody who can stomach 30 hours of Tony La Russa baseball, real gamer. Nobody can ever question it. Nobody can ever question it. Man was determined. I was like, I saw you playing that game, and I was just like, man, I played this game as a kid. And I was like, I played it for like maybe 5 minutes. The Moon played it for 28 hours. Beat it. Like, okay, hold on, boys. We're getting chopped up here. Oh, god damn it. All right, come over here. We just gotta be slow and methodical. But Tony isn't on the SNES. It's true. It's true. Visor Moon scares me slightly. Moon's got that quality. Like the ironclad determination to beat something, you know? To prove themselves. Like, hats off. No, Tony La Russa baseball is not for the sane-minded. The frame rate and collision in that game were so awful too. It's like, it's so hard to figure out where you're going and how to do it, and you know, if the bat actually connected. I didn't enjoy it. Is that worse? A slight level of masochism there, you know? All right, we're just gonna hack away at this. Again, big props. And oh, all right, we're already at our first continue. Boys, we might not beat this game. Even with save states, we might not beat this game. It's always a possibility. I do love this first boss though. Like, you're literally moving around, fighting on a fighter jet. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. Oh, Jesus. There we go. We'll just wait. There we go. We'll come up this way. Oh, Tony is still last week anyway. I did it just so I could follow him. Well, thank you for giving Moon the shout out. Moon deserves it. Absolutely. Let me wet my whistle here. I wouldn't advise it right now. Visor the baseball in Yakuza 3 was worse. Was it worse than the golf? Golf as a mini game always sounds like a good idea in a game, and then you actually start playing it, and it's just like, oof. I was like, yep, this is golf. These are golf physics. I also don't like the fact that depending on when the enemy attacks, your slide does not have invulnerability, which I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like just as a general nature, like your slide should be able to just slide right on through things, you know? All right, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna be smart. Oh, here, let me actually do this real quick, just in case. Just in case, we'll go ahead. We'll pop a save state in there. There we go. Oh, no, clicked out of it. Whoops. Come over here, boys. Hold on. There we go. Bada bing. Come back next month when tennis is over. At least the tennis game has better collision, you know? It's not too bad. Like, man, it's hard for me to play a tennis game too, you know? It's hard for me to play tennis. I'll fuck with some ping pong though. I'll do ping pong all day long. Bro, you're gonna really? That's fine, we'll take your ass out. That's the other part, is once you start sliding, the inertia carries you all the way through, you know? And you can't stop until you stop, so that kind of sucks. The Visor, I've seen worse Moon. I'm sure you have seen Balatro. I did initially when I first woke up this morning. I thought about maybe just doing a Balatro stream, just because I haven't actually streamed Balatro yet, and I'm sure nobody would want to watch it. But you know, I thought about it, but I decided instead to actually play a video game. You know, like a more classic, traditional, standard type video game. I do love Balatro though. Oh, that was easy. Balatro is a popular category. It is. There are a lot of people that do be playing some Balatro, you know? Like, but the only issue I have with Balatro streams is that it usually fills up with a lot of people who backseat you while playing Balatro, and I'm like, oof, you know? Everybody, oh, goddamn. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's a level of vulnerability on the slide right at the beginning, like the first couple of frames. You cannot slide through enemies with the first couple of frames. Okay, now we got the now we're can't duck under those. We can slide under them, so we'll.
Fresh meat.
Ooh, well, how do? How we doing, Mr. Suffer? I love your name, by the way. Thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate you. For those who are interested, I'm 6 2/3. I stream retro stuff. I'm doing the shill. This is the streamer shill, where, oh shit, there we go. Where I'm telling you that I am a streamer and I do all the things. And so now that Mr. Suffer has come here, I'm trying to siphon views off of his people. You know, that's what streamers do, right? That's what you're supposed to do. But normally I do a weekly series called Outside the Lens, where I go back and take a look at old retro games from my formative years that I haven't played since my formative years. And I talk about whether or not, the nostalgia has held up. It's kind of a weird series. It doesn't belong on Twitch, but I put it on Twitch. AJ, Redeem, read the scriptures. So when you, a mere human being, pass judgment on them and yet do the same things, do you think you will escape God's judgment? Romans. Thank you for redeeming the scripture machine. We have a redeem here that's all curated Bible verses because the Bible is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious to me, My favorite piece of fiction. And so naturally we had to, naturally we had to put that in there, But thanks for the shout out, thanks for the raid, Mr. Suffer. You already shouted him out? Fantastic. Somebody's on the ball today. One of my 17 moderators on the ball, without a doubt. I appreciate the raid, brother. All right, let's come over here and fall right down. It's more of this. That's also the reason why I decided to do OTL, outside the lens, the way that I do. Mostly because outside the lens, I can literally rage quit out of a game in 10 minutes or less if I'm not enjoying it, And so here I'm like, okay, let's try to beat a game for once, Let's show people what a game looks like outside of the first level. But I'm quickly figuring out maybe that's not the right choice. But So by all means, people, if you see what you like, if you like what you see, throw me a follow. All the streamer things, we are trying to grow. We're a small time fish. We're trying to grow our legs to walk out. Oh shit! To crawl out. All right, we're not doing so great on the collision. The crawl out of the small pond, But do whatever feels good. Come on back if you like what you see. Oh God. Not a very good promo and advertisement. Me continuing to get hit by the rock nose of a cave monster there. Moon, Leviticus is a gripping read. You are correct, Moon. There's a lot of misogynistic bullshit in Leviticus. All right, we're at the second boss. Nice. Second boss is actually pretty cool looking though. We talked about this on OTL. Nintendo had problems with this boss design because originally it was just going to be a woman, And Nintendo was like, we can't have that. We can't have beating up on women. We don't believe in equal rights, equal fights here. So they turned her into a dead woman, and Nintendo was like, no, that's fine. That's okay. So it's weird. A dead woman, you can beat them up. You can beat up dead women all you want, but living women, can't touch them. So, which I kind of understand in the mid 90s from a PR advertising standpoint. I get it. We as a culture hadn't evolved to that point yet. We're just gonna do a little save state here, just in case. Moon, we have women in video games. We can't. Can't. Which, I don't know. I don't certainly want to get off on any sort of rant that portrays me in any sort of misogynistic way, because I'm not in the slightest. But if the goal, and I'm not being a shitlord here, guys. We're doing honest, open, full, philosophical questioning here. Oh shit! Right on the spikes. If the goal is to treat women like equals, absolutely equal, different but equal. If that is the goal, then doesn't not allowing video games or whatever to beat up on them, doesn't that, make special rules for them? And isn't that what they don't want? Isn't that the opposite of equality? Again, structuring a argument around video game characters beating up women. They should be equal in that regard. Not the greatest rhetorical argument, I'm aware. But I don't know, I feel like if the goal is equality, there shouldn't be special rules. So, living women are goated. I'm sorry, Tempest. Let me trudge back. I saw my plan for the day is to drink coffee, play Claire Obscure, fold laundry, and watch Reacher on Amazon Prime. Maybe check out some Super Mario Bros. 3 Warpless speedruns if anyone is active. Hop in the Blueprints Discord and see if there's anything new. Eat food and drink beer to end the day. Been fasting all day until 8 p.m. lately. Well, no shit, brother. You're fasting? Props to you, man. I can't do it. Because, like, my metabolism, yeah, I put something in there, 3 hours later, starving to death. Absolutely starving. And so it's just like, oof, man, I can't be fasting that long, man. My stomach will go right into autolysis and just start eating itself, and I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I know that there's, like, you know, a lot of scientific studies about whether or not, you know, fasting is good for you. It releases certain enzymes and chemicals in your body that you don't actually have access to until you're in starvation mode. Makes sense. It makes sense. But, you know, I'm 140 pounds dripping wet with a brick in my pocket. I don't need to fast. Like, Vicer women are cool, I guess. Women are cool. Like, I give women all the credit in the world for, you know, living in a society and a culture where the odds are stacked against them, you know? Like, just the simple fact that they don't get paid the same amount that men do is fucking ridiculous to me. Like, it should be a system based on meritocracy. Whoever does the job best should do it, regardless of creed, gender, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whoever does the job better should do the job. Okay, we're gonna try to beat Psychro here. Ooh, okay, I thought we had some iframes there. We did not. Come over here and do this. I feel like we should probably. Okay, he shimmied on us, boys. He shimmied. There we go. We got him. Bada bing. Tempest, yeah, coffee got to be black too. Nothing extra. Ooh. Man, I used to get down with the black coffee too. Loved me some black coffee back in the day, but now it just, again, like your body changes as you get older, boys. Like, I don't know if you guys knew this. You start growing pubes. Oh God, the tail got us. And like now, too much caffeine just makes me jerky. It makes me hard to be around. Too much anxiety. And I start worrying about stuff that doesn't fucking matter, you know? Damn, dude, the game has no iframes. That's the rough part about all this. Like, Kerosene, and we have to deal with the uterus. Yep, without a doubt. Like, just from an anatomical and physiological standpoint, ladies got a lot more extra work to deal with, you know? Our shit just hangs out outside, you know? Dries off in the sun. But ladies, like, y'all got all sorts of stuff to deal with. And look, if once a month I had to deal with menstrual pains and my body feeling like shit and hormonal flux, like, I would be the world's biggest asshole to be around. Like, and I'm not making a stereotypical misogynist comment by saying that, but it's just like, look, if you feel like shit for a week out of the month, it's just like, yeah, it's gonna affect your mood, you know? It would affect mine. It's like, especially stomach cramps. Oof, God, man, because I know ladies be feeling like they got the shit cramps when they're menstruating, and I can't deal with stomach pain. I'm not good with it. Not good with it at all. I would rather take 104 fever than just have a tiny little tummy ache, man. It completely destabilizes my day. I'm useless. Speaking of useless, we'll go ahead and do this. Is that enough to throw it? Nope. God damn, man, I wish we had at least a half of a second of iframes. That would be great. Just a half second, you know? Vicer Uterus is my favorite moon. Uranus is a cool planet, too. Especially mine. After some witch hazel, definitely a cool planet. AJ, on top of all that, my girlfriend has to deal with me as well, that poor woman. I used to, oh shit. I used to think more in line and in terms of like, you know, like my, oh God damn it. Like the person I'm dating, like, oh, you know, the hats off to them, Medal of Honor for the fact that they have to deal with me. But like, I don't, like, I think that was back in the time where I was more self-deprecating than I am now. And like, I don't really think I'm that hard to get along with. Not really. Like, I mean, just, you know, be nice, be cool, bro. And treat me like you want to be treated. Did we die? We died. Shit. shit. I don't know, boys. We might not be able to beat it in 75 minutes. Doesn't look like it. We gotta knuckle down. I would do a save state, but I'm just gonna do it again. We're just gonna do it again. Like, we'll only use the save states if we're actually getting somewhere. Sheena was fun, but I feel like Alan is actually a better character to play as. So, you know, like, bada bing. All right, moving on. Going right back to where we were. You guys are gonna see this first level a lot, I assure you, without a doubt. Are there power-ups? Do enemies drop power-ups, or is it just they're just randomly assorted all over the place? I'm not sure. All right, we'll do some climbs. I do like the screw attack that they got there. Like, screw attack, I don't know if it's actually an offensive weapon though. I wish I could, oh, god damn it. I wish we could aim up. That would be nice. That would be nice. All you can do is throw the blade out in front of you, you know? Oh, shit. So much for this run. That's okay. We'll figure it out. God damn it, man. Tiny little drones. I was just seeing if there was like a different attack. Because I know we got the desperation attack. The Streets of Rage, call one of your cop buddies and throw a bazooka on the level. But it doesn't look like there's actually any other than the slide. That's all you get. You get your blade, you get your jump blade, you get the screw attack, and you get the slide. And that's it. That's all you need. All right, we'll come over here, do all this. Okay, here we go. All right, now we're schmoving. Say something nice about apathy, Jesus. Well, right off the bat, oh shit, we're on the wrong screen. Right off the bat, I knew he was a person of an open mind when I saw that he had a Tool avatar. And I was like, okay, I can get down with this guy. Tool people who like Tool are either very open-minded, drug-oriented people who have looked to expand their consciousness in a way that, you know, that helps themselves, or they're self-aggrandizing, like, pretentious human beings who, you know, continue the philosophy that Maynard does in the exact same pretentious ways that Maynard does. I mean, I love Maynard, like, you know, don't get me wrong. Did we find, okay, hell yeah. I do feel like, especially in his old age, he's a little pretentious, a little full of himself. But at the same time, I say that, he has earned the right to be so, you know, because he's seen the horrors of the world, especially from the music industry standard. Like, I have to go paint a house. Good luck with the game. Oh, well, thanks, Vicer. Thanks for showing up, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Good luck painting that house, man. You were telling me about pressure washing. It was fucking hilarious. God. No part of me wants to be able to have to go back to painting houses. Oh, shit, man. You don't want me painting your house. I'm just trying to get the power up. Did I get it? Okay, I think I did. All right, we're going back to the fighter jet. There it is. AJ, I try to be open-minded. Think for yourself. Question authority. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like, I mean, Timothy Leary said it for a reason, you know? I mean, you should challenge your thoughts at any point in time. Like, look, it's like an old Tom Waits line. Anytime you feel like your fingers are dancing to the same ivories, to the same keys, it's time to break your fingers. You know, because like there's a lot of people that go about their day-to-day routine, you know, because at an earlier stage in their life, that's what got them through it. And maybe it worked at that time, but the practices and the methodology at that time are not necessarily, you know, the life is in flux. Nothing is static. And so like you should always challenge yourself and make yourself think, oh God, make yourself think in different terms. And so, you know, and I'm guilty of it too, you know, like I can't tell you how many times I thought I had it all figured out and then something happened and then I realized very quickly, nope, I ain't got it all figured out. And so if you just keep yourself, not necessarily keep yourself in a sense that like you're wrong all the time, because that's not good for the psyche. That's not good for the ego. Like, but do keep yourself on a delicate balance on whether or not the possibility exists that you could be wrong. You know, like, be confident in your standing, but also, you know, accept the possibility, acknowledge the possibility that you could be wrong. Like, that's generally how I live my life, is that, like, even the things that I feel like I'm confident about, I know in the back of my mind, I could be wrong at any point in time. I don't care. I don't need to be the smartest person in the room. That's obvious. Like, I don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You learn a lot more when you're not trying to be the smartest person in the room. So, you know. Hey, what's going on, Armor? Have you all tried peppercorns? Armor's gathering his. He needs them for that Cobb salad. Armor likes Cobb salad. The Sonic Quills. Man, it's been a while since I've actually taken some NyQuil. Like, during the moving state, when we were moving, we moved out of Florida. We did not need NyQuil. I did not need NyQuil. That's for goddamn sure. Look at this. It's a trap. You got to get like the perfect amount of width and distance. Ah, shit. I need that power up. Let's see if we can do it without getting hit. Okay, we got it. All right, so we got to come all the way over here. Come that down, and then so we don't slide right into the next one. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Lately, I've been so tired that, like, I haven't really needed NyQuil. But there's a problematic thing that's been occurring in my life, guys. I went my entire life hating wine, right? Hate it. I was just like, it's salty prune juice. It's disgusting. I hate wine. And now, since I've been living with Karison, and Karison enjoys like I was gonna say a bottle of wine a night, but that's not accurate. She enjoys a glass of wine, you know? And she was like, try this. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then now I'm to the point where I'm just like, guys, I think I'm becoming a wine person. Never thought that would happen. I don't like to drink to excess, though. I don't like feeling like shit. And two, I don't like drinking to excess with wine, because then I get the spins, you know? I get motion sickness very easily because I smoke the marijuana. Oh, God. You do not have invulnerability, you know, with your slide right at the beginning, and that kind of sucks. Nope. No slides for me. I know you're going to shoot your projectiles. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm guessing this is one of the Beat Sabers. I've been having to stop myself from not calling this game Beat Saber. Ah, shit. You got me out of the air. Let's see if we can beat him with one hit. And take him out with this. There we go. But yeah, man. I went to Whole Foods yesterday, and they had... you can tell that I'm a wine novice by the anecdote that I'm about to tell you. I went to Whole Foods yesterday, and they had Lambrusco in a can, a 4-pack. And I was like, I'd like to try this. I tried it. It wasn't bad. It was good. Like, but, you know, you can tell I'm not an aficionado because I'm drinking wine in a can. But we're getting there. We're learning things about wine. So, but yeah, I don't mind a drink or one drink, you know, just to be socially lubricated, just take the edge off the day. But I don't like drinking to excess, man. I'm not a big fan of it. Hey, what's going on? The chatter that I cannot. Ooh.
Fresh meat.
Ooh, Grim, how we doing, brother? Like, thanks for the raid, man. You guys are just in time to watch me suffer through Run Saber. Especially because of Grim. Grim, he does do a lot of Beat Saber on his channel. Oh man, I needed that. He does do a lot of Beat Saber on his channel. I will just give, because I think my mod just went to go paint a house. So we'll just go ahead and we'll do it manually. We'll do the manual shout out. There you go. You guys give Grim a follow by all means, you know. Like, which I was just doing and I'm very sweaty. Yep. There it is. I've, like, this entire time I'm playing this game, I have to make sure to not call it Beat Saber. Even when I was doing the promo, writing the promo this morning, I was just like, Run Saber, not Beat Saber. People are gonna come here and be very disappointed or relieved. So shower time will lurk. Well, thanks for the raid, brother. I appreciate you, Grim. Like, what's going on, Techie? I see you, but we're getting beat up by a dead woman. We're getting beat up by a Nintendo-approved dead woman. You're allowed to beat up this woman because she's dead. Nintendo is totally fine with beating up a dead woman, but not an alive woman, you know? Can't do that. Can't do that. Climbing as a dude. Oh, armor, yo, that's a cool design. It is. It definitely is. Like, without a doubt, man. Like, all right, boys, I don't know if we're gonna beat this in 75 minutes. I had high hopes and aspirations, you know? I don't know if it's gonna be possible. Can we just, no, we have to sit here and look at this. Look at this bird just terrorizing us. We got Alfred Hitchcock's movies over here. Oh, the Mecha Crow came and picked him up. Okay, going all the way down. Bada bing, love it. Armor, where's the timers and splits? No, no. Shit. I didn't mean to use that, but we're gonna die because we're gonna fall right into the spikes. Yep. I mean, it wouldn't be a 6 2/3 stream without, you know, falling directly into the pits. Now, okay, these enemies are a pain in my ass. Absolute awful pain in my ass. Oh, shit, okay. I don't think I'll ever be a speedrunner. Hats off to speedrunners. I love running, like, as a concept. I will never be able to do it. It takes a certain level of determination and focus that I don't think I could do it. Oh God, as you can tell, as evidence, you know, just look at me falling in these pits. Also, for me, speedrunning, it kind of takes the joy out of it, you know, because I feel like if you min-max something to the point in which it becomes a chore or a job or a task, it just loses the joy of actually playing it and getting better at it, you know. And I know that, you know, you could use arguments for speedrunning that, like, you still get those things within that context, you know. Like, but I don't think I could ever be a speedrunner, man. I'm not built for it, you know. They're built differently. Check you out, Checky. You're on a 7-stream streak. Well, hell yeah, brother. You can come back anytime. Anytime. Build up those channel points. What am I supposed to do with this? Okay. All right, well, maybe I should use the downward kick a little bit more. The problem is like, unless you're jumping straight up, it comes at an angle. Okay, well, we can bounce off of it. All right, the screw attack does do damage. Okay, that's good to know, actually. Okay, we're improving our game now. There we go. Bada bing. Oh, man. Kerrison's already at work. She's doing a liver transplant. I don't know if she's actually doing a liver transplant. They're sending her everywhere. She tells me daily about some of the chicanery that goes on at her hospital. And granted, the hospital that she's at now is better than the hospital she was at before when she was in Florida. Imagine that. But even still, you know, there's still bullshit. Oh, did we figure out a strat here? Oh, nice. We can just bounce off of his ass. Nice. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, and then we'll just use this. Bada bing. Nice. Okay. But maybe we figured out a way to get better at this game. Techie, where's Freddy hiding? Did you let him out of the basement again? Freddy's too busy having an argument with his neighbors in the front yard about rutabaga growth. And the rutabagas are encroaching on his neighbor's property. And his neighbor is not happy about that. And it doesn't help that Freddy decides to quell these arguments, you know, while wearing a T-back thong. They don't take him seriously, but they don't understand that that's Freddy's business wear. Like, when he puts on the banana hammock, that means business, boys. Oh, shit. All right, there we go. Bada bing, nice. The rutabaga argument happens to me once a week. Yeah, it's important. You got to stay on your ground with your rutabaga gardens, all right? You can't let anybody tell you what to do with your rutabagas. I was like, this is a free world. I was like, this is not North Korea. Okay, this boss is actually pretty easy. You just gotta be patient. Ooh. Armor! Broke a 9-iron club over their knee and then slipped on their own ball, shoving the pointy parts of the metal directly into their right ventricle. Armor! Armor! It was kids putt-putt. Was it necessary? Was it necessary? I know you couldn't get the ball in the hippo's ass, but Lord. Armor's dead now. Armor, this is why I don't golf. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. I have golfed, seriously golfed, twice in my life. Both times, bored out of my fucking skull, you know? I am convinced golf is just something for white rich men, old white rich men. One, to have an excuse to get drunk, no different than fishing. Just a different construct. And to do power broker deals, you know? Because I know, obviously, a lot of business deals happen on the golf range, you know? But golfing's not for me, man. I mean, like, I don't dog it for, like, the actual physical aspects of it. Because, like, look, if you want to be a serious golfer, you have to actually have a pretty good, you know, core strength and core base. Because, like, it does require you to rotate and gyrate your hips and your back. And if you don't know how to do it, you can fuck yourself up real bad. But for me, man, golfing is just, it's too dull, you know? And also I'm kind of, golfing is kind of tainted for me because, you know, everywhere in Florida is a fucking golf course, you know? We have golf courses all over the place. More than actual, like, wildlife preserves. And on top of that, we get rid of our wildlife preserves just to put golf courses up. Guys, I just realized an hour into the stream that there's a dash. I forgot. I figured it out during OTL and then immediately forgot. And so here we are. Like, bada bing. AJ, golf? You mean where you can drive a golf cart like an asshole and drink too much? I think you hit a ball sometimes too. I mean, that is pretty much the premise of golf. Literally the premise, you know? Like, that is how golfing do be going, you know? Okay, that's a pit. We were doing good, boys. We were doing so good. Like, Drewby, you've drawn quite a crowd. I'll take your word for it. Oh shit, I haven't seen this boss yet. I have my viewers off, so I can't actually see how many people are in chat, how many people I got here. Because as a streamer, it's just distracting, you know? Like, if the goal is to just make, like, a quality product, you know, like, you don't want to have those kind of distractions. And so I just turn that shit off. But I'm glad people are here. I'm glad people are digging it, or, you know, if people are here, you know. So, like, I'm a big fan. Like, I expected to have, like, 3 people in chat. So if there's more than 3, we're already doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Oh, 33 at the moment? Okay, that's cool, you know. I did get rated twice, like, you know, so that has something to do with it. Oh, Lord, I don't know what any of this shit is, but we're moving fast. We're getting out of the way. We cannot attack these. Okay. All right. Come over here. Well, Lord knows they're definitely not coming for the gameplay prowess. That's for goddamn sure, you know? Like, they're coming for personality, if that. How am I supposed to get up there? Hold on. Can we... Freddy? Wow, 70K viewers. We must both be on foot pit. No. Okay, we're still going down. Shit, there's health right there too, man. How we doing, Freddy Dingo? What's going on with you, man? You getting into any rutabaga arguments? We were just talking about it. We were just talking about the... Oh, goddamn. We're just talking about the fact that you, on a weekly basis, you have arguments about rutabagas with your neighbor. Hold on here. Hold on. Oh. Wait, what am I missing here? What am I missing here? Why is jump sometimes really high and then sometimes not at all, you know? Hold on, guys, I gotta wet my whistle. Oh, Lord. Armor the platform plunge yet again? Straight down the pit. AJ, I used to live on a golf course, great for taking walks late at night and getting stoned. That's true. That's true. A lot of my pool routes were on golf courses, golf ranges. The only problem is that like when you're walking up to a pool and you got all your equipment, you get pelted by fucking errant balls. And like, so every day that I would go to some of these pools, like I would be worried on whether or not I'm gonna catch a fucking errant golf ball to my temple and end my ass right there on the spot. That's right, AJ. Freddie, we're asking you a question. Freddie, did you win the rutabaga argument with your neighbors in the banana hammock? Inquiring minds want to know, Frederick. Inquiring minds want to know. Can we, I don't think we've given Freddie a shout out. I'll go ahead and give it to him. My moderator, my stream manager, she is currently at work. So she can only pop in here and there. If you guys aren't following Freddie, definitely give him a follow. Freddie is, I rib him a lot. I give him a lot of shit. I give everybody a lot of shit. But like Freddie is by far one of my more beloved streamers out there. Every time I tune into a Freddie stream, I am entertained by something. If it's not the hideous gameplay that for the games that he plays, which again, no shade, I do the same thing. Like, then it's for the fact that, you know, he may or may not be having a domestic squabble with his wife on stream. Not a serious one, just a miscommunication, you know? Like, and or the fact that Freddie likes to rail his moderators for not shouting people out fast enough, but really it's his rig that he can't see it update in real time. That's my favorite thing. These are all ribs. These are all ribs. That's the joke that I'm selling and promoting Freddie right now by giving him a shout out, and then I'm talking about the worst possible things I can talk about. That's what we do here on 6 2/3, you know? No, oh, speaking of ribs. Freddie Dingo was born from the bio and can't find Ohio. That's right. That's right. The man, the legend. Like, but don't take me seriously. But take me seriously now. Frederick streams are out and out entertaining. Like, I've been trying to convince this boy to do a just chatting stream. And him, like a lot of other streamers I know, insist that they don't have the chops to do it. They can't make it entertaining. I vehemently disagree because every time I've watched a Freddy stream, whenever Freddy is just paying attention to chat and doing his games and interacting and holding court, chat comes alive. There's a reason for that, you know? But I get it because, you know, we all, to a certain degree, as streamers, as content creators, what the fuck? We all have... Oh, there's electric shit on the bottom. Okay. We all have creator myopia, you know? Am I supposed to defeat this guy? Not like that. Not like that. The bay, what? The bayou. The bio. Like, I was born in Louisiana. That's how they say it in Louisiana. How am I supposed to, am I just supposed to outrun this guy? Yeah, it looks like I'm just supposed to outrun him because, oh shit. Because he ain't taking no damage. There we go. All right, we're getting to a clearing now. That's fine, throw him up there, I don't care. Oh, now he is assembled. How am I supposed to get around that? If you slide under the legs, nope, you do not slide under the legs. Ooh, Lord. Fear not, the hammock is in safe hands. There, we'll use the ability. Frederick Dingo stream is the only opportunity I get to play video games. They'll take that away from me. That's true too. I understand that world because, you know, if you're, ooh, we got to go up. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, all right. Nice. I love the boss variations in this game. Like, literally, we'll just use this again and shit on it. Because if you are taking care of kids, like any hope that you have of keeping a schedule, oof, Lord, it's near impossible. So the simple fact that Freddy is able to stream at all is just like, wow, remarkable, you know. Techie Rob, yeah, the dingo dong hammock did get a mention. Once or twice. We got to keep people updated, you know. Like, that's how we sell the sizzle here. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. All right, now he's just a body? Okay. We're going up against robot torso. Love to see it. Nice. Ah, shit. There we go. Bada bing. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. Well, okay, we're doing pretty good on this run. Armor at night, it's either free time or sleep when you got kids. Yeah, bro. And even then, that time it's not sacred because guess what? If your kid wakes up in the middle of the night puking all over themselves, guess what? Your night's ruined too. So it's rough, man. It's rough. I got much love and respect for streamers that have kids, you know? I myself, I love children, you know, like I get along with them really well because I'm just a giant boy, you know, I'm just a giant kid. And so like I get along with them really well, but man, I had a vasectomy for a reason. Okay? In today's day and age, they cost too goddamn much, man. It costs too much to have kids. I was like, especially if you can't even afford a fucking house. Some people can't even afford a fucking car. And you want to throw a kid in the mix? I was like, you know how much that shit costs? It's too expensive. It's too expensive. So I was like, let Beef carry on the legacy, you know? Beef is my brother, Judgmental Beef. Beef has 14 kids, so it was like he can carry on the bloodline. And the way I see it, I'm doing the world a favor by chopping my bloodline off, you know? We don't need more of this, you know? One is enough. One is enough. We already have 1 6 2/3. We don't need to continue going on. And also, I'm pretty sure that I was sterile before I was sterile, so, you know, never had a pregnancy scare, so never happened. It only happened one time, but it was because the girl I was dating had anorexia nervosa, and so, you know, like her body was just messed up because she wasn't feeding herself, so she would have irregular periods all the time. And so that was the only, you know, pregnancy scare. And it was enough to scare the shit out of me because I did not want kids. I don't. And that's the other part about having kids is that like even when you have kids and you're doing everything right, you still feel like you're fucking them up somehow, you know? Oh shit, just like I fucked up this run. I got so far, boys. I got so far. All right, we'll do probably one more run and see where we're at. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. I gotta finish OTL. We're almost done with it. We'll probably do OTL Saturday morning, 8 a.m. And then we'll do the bro down Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Thanks for the shout out, by the way. Of course, Freddie. Of course, brother. You know, like everybody should go watch your streams, man. Like you're hilarious and entertaining. You know how to hold court. Like even when people are just nonstop spamming you with sound drops. But maybe they won't be able to anymore now that Six's got a sheriff's badge. Here, we're gonna change the palette here. There we go. Come this way, bada bing. I'm trying to multitask. I don't blame you, brother. Multitask away. You're cool, man. Do your thing. You can listen to me in the background, scream at the top of my lungs about fish bladders. I was telling Carrison, you know, when you brought up the fact that me talking about fish bladders very loudly may have caused a disturbance in the Dango household. I was laughing my ass off and telling Carrison, I was just like, even when I'm not trying to, I add an element of chaos to people's lives. It's just how it happens sometimes, you know? Like, it's the sign of a true arbiter of chaos, you know? It's like, Lord, have mercy. All right, come over here. Oh, no. Okay. We're not doing better on this run so far, but we're going to try to get there. Like, we're going to take it serious now, guys. We're in serious mode. Oh, I say serious mode as I directly jump right into something. I really wanted to beat this game, but I may not be able to. Oh, techie. And in those days, people will seek death, but will not find it. They will long to die, but death will flee from them. Revelations. That is one part I do love about the Bible, is when God is mad, and people are talking about God being mad and all the bad stuff that are going to happen because God is mad. Big fan of that. Those parts of from a writing standpoint, the Bible is well written, you know, like in certain regards. Context, plot, pacing, not so great. But you know, other regards, I think maybe there is. I was gonna say maybe there's a special up over here, but it doesn't look like it. But when like I'm a big fan of any kind of text that's about the gods are angry. Huge fan of that stuff. Huge fan of that stuff. Far chief among my favorite parts of the Bible, you know. All right, he's out. Let's get him. Oh, let's try our strategy. Okay, well, I mean, we didn't need to try it, but that worked too. That worked too. Thank you for redeeming the scripture machine, by the way. Big fan. Like, we did reload the scripture, rib, and game over machine this morning, so we got new ones for y'all. Come over here. Techie. Tyndale did a pretty good job translating. So good they burned him at the stake. That seems to be a reoccurring thing. You know? Like, people want to bring knowledge and enlightenment to others' lives, and, you know, they're just like, he's a witch, burn him! It's strange how that works. I feel like it's akin to the American culture. If the American culture, you know, if you had a bunch of slack-jawed Louisiana people and they had a fish man, like a literal half fish, half man, crawl out of a pond, and they would, instead of being like, oh, look at that scientific marvel I've never seen, you know, it's like, wow, we've discovered a new species, and like evolution is, there's weird things happening with evolution. Instead of taking that stance, the Louisiana Americans would just be like, there's a fish man, kill it, kill it. So I feel like that's on the same parallel when it comes to, you know. I mean, our country was founded on bullshit religion, you know, and just mouth breathers. Like, sorry guys, I'm not trying to beat up on religion. If you yourself are a believer in religion, I don't think any less of you. Like, you're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe, and so long as you're not hurting yourself or any other people, do what feels good. Me myself, I just don't partake in it, you know. Like, I am actually the result of too much religion. I was raised Pentecostal, and then with the snake tent revivals and everything, and then Catholic after that. So we got the worst of both worlds, you know. And it didn't take me very long for me to realize that, like, you know what, this isn't for me. I was like, there's a lot of shame and guilt and feeling bad about being a human being, and I was like, I'm pretty sure, you know, God would not, that's not what God would want you to think and feel about, you know? It just doesn't, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't like scare tactics either, you know? If you have to employ scare tactics to get people in line, then it's probably whatever it is that you're spouting off and, you know, basing your foundational beliefs on, it's probably not good. Fear is the mind killer, you know? Like, people talk about love, and they talk about love as a feeling. Love is not a feeling. Love is a state of being. So, like, love's not an emotion, you know? Oh, shit. Love is a state of being. And so, if you are simultaneously afraid, if you have fear is a state of being. The two cannot exist at the same time. There's no love and fear. So, you know, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Okay, come over here. Boys, we're not doing such a great job on this run either. Like, AJ, I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Exactly. You got it, AJ. You got it. You picked up what I was dropping. All right, hold on. Look at this little monkey fucker just waiting for it. All right, hold on. Nope. It's good that you can blow up the enemy projectiles, because I'm going to need it. There we go. Bada bing. No. No. No! None of this! Ooh, okay. Oh, we ran right into it anyways. Shit. Techie, half Irish, raised Catholic, planned to be a priest up until I read the Bible and noped out. That's the problem. That's the problem. Is like they teach you on the literature and the scripture, you know, And then you start reading it, and you're just like, guys, this is not. I feel like this is man. I feel like man did this. Armor tips at self-checkout. Armor, you know you don't have to do that. It's not necessary. You don't have to tip at self-checkout. Thank you for redeeming the rib machine. Big fan, big fan. We've got a lot of ribs in the rib machine. It's a joint collaboration between me and Beef. So I'd say like 25% of it is Beef's ribs, and a lot of them are mine. All right, we're doing okay on this boss. Got him. Bada bing. AJ, I've had that memorized since high school. You and me both, brother. I knew, especially with a Tool fan in the audience, I was like, he's going to get the reference. He's going to get it. The Lord has done what he planned. He has fulfilled his word, which he decreed long ago. He has overthrown you without pity. He has let the enemy gloat over you. He has exalted the horn of your foes. Lamentations. And again, you know, it seems like an all-knowing, all-loving God wouldn't take pride in these sort of things. You know, it's kind of strange how it works. It's a little hypocritical. You know, he says that he loves you and he only wants the best for you, but if you make him mad, he will send you to burn in a lake of fire for the rest of your time. It's a little mixed signals, guys. Mixed signals, you know? It's strange how that works. All right, we got to beat Krauser here. Okay, we are getting somewhat better at the bosses. Especially now that we learned this, never mind. The strat, we're doing it. Fuck it. You hit him with the ice beam. There it is. Oh, shit. Okay, so it doesn't have the level of invulnerability that I thought it did, but it is still pretty good. The jump down attack, except for when you're getting blasted out of the air. Armor paying it forward for when AI takes over. It's hard because, like, I do have a deep appreciation for AI. Like, I think AI is definitely, especially when it comes to coding and programming, AI can allow artists and coders to do the technical shit that takes a lot of fucking time and free up the artist and the coder to do things that, you know, are better suited for their time, you know? And so, like, AI can definitely be a tool in your tool bag that can help. Man, these guys are coming out of nowhere. Like, I'm not a huge fan of AI taking money away from artists, you know? Like, that part, it kind of sucks, but we're too lost in the sauce. And to be honest with you, like, people who appreciate actual artists and artistry, they'll still pay artists for commissions no different than it was before AI. It's, you know, it's kind of a niche specialty. So it's like, and so I don't know, like, I don't appreciate AI when Comcast uses only fucking AI constructs to talk to. Don't like that. Not a fan of that. That does not make it easier. Oh, God, we gotta figure out a way to get away from the head. There we go. Away from the head. All right, hold on, boys. I gotta concentrate on this guy. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. There we go. Bada bing. Knocked it out. AJ, you know what they meant by a horn. AJ, if you make him mad, he'll say your enemies have a better dick than you do. You gonna answer that prediction? Are we 75 minutes in? I did take 5 minutes at the beginning. Yeah, I guess we should. Yeah, you're right, Carrison. You're right. All right, we'll answer the prediction. I did not beat it. Well, it's all right because only one person voted. I know who voted. I know who it was. There you go, Carrison. She wins the pot. She gets all the peppercorns. I was very ambitious when I started, you know. Very ambitious. That's okay, though. I just wanted to reason the stream, you know. If I beat it, that's great. Never back the streamer. Not when it comes to, like, time-based, me beating a game. No. Mm-mm. Hey, what's going on, Cody? This game coming at me with the Strider vibes? You are correct, sir. We talked about it on OTL last week, earlier in the week, whenever I did the last OTL. And this game was an out-and-out copy of Strider. I mean, they knew what they were doing, which more than I do. Thank you. Got to go remove an appendix now. Oh shit, we're doing appendix work this morning. How is your workday going this morning compared to yesterday, Carson? Are you as angry as you were yesterday? Techie, need to lurk for a little while. It's time to talk to my colleagues and convince them that I'm earning money. Not a problem, Techie. Feel free to lurk, man. Return to the anonymous aether, you know? There we go. Do this. Techie, I shan't be removing any appendixes. At least not intentionally. You never know, brother. Keep your knife at hand. Okay, this boss is actually pretty easy mode. Look at that. We're getting better with the bosses. We're getting better. Armor, run Pentiment in one stream? Fuck no. Fuck no. We did, I've had an idea for a while on what to do, because we've been talking about, you know, there's going to be a door prize. You know, we're going to institute, if you guys, in one calendar year, if you guys can get me to award you guys with 100 doors in a year, there will be a door prize. And me and Karrison, like, I had the idea kind of already half formed, and then me and Karrison were talking about it after stream on what the door prize will be. And I think we have a really good door prize for you guys. Like, I think we have a really good door prize. And so I shouldn't have done that. We're gonna fall right into the pit. Karrison, best day ever. No rib, no sarcasm. We have an awesome team. Well, fuck yeah, baby. Because like yesterday, you were really excited about going to work, and then all of your plans and aspirations got completely butt fucked very quickly at work. And I was like, God damn, I hate the fact that, you know, this is happening to this woman, you know. Pretty Cody, you're going to adore the door prize. Cody. Codrick. But yes, our door prize, I'm pretty sure you guys will really enjoy it. Like, we talked about it and we got excited over just talking about it. So we'll be instituting it pretty soon. We're working on it behind the scenes. Karrison's got a very busy life. I have a somewhat busy life. My life is busy with creative things. You know, it's busy. But we are going to start instituting it. It just takes time. You got to get with graphic artists. You got to get with people. And you got to pay them money, guys. I don't, you know. Like, look, I do have some nice dangling keys here and a somewhat slick presentation, but that costs money. Like I pay people for that, you know. I'm not getting friend favors out here, you know. Like, well, let me rephrase. I have gotten friend favors for streaming assets. The problem is, I mean, it's not a problem, but even when they give it to me for free or offer it to me for free, I always pay them. Just because, like, look, artists need to be paid for their work. So, like, if you guys ever do anything for me, you know, and I accept and employ in my streams, you will get paid for it. Even if you say, no, Six, don't pay me, you're going to get paid. You have no choice. And if you try to skirt it, if you try to skirt around it and not accept my payment, if I pay you on Venmo or whatever, I'll just go to your stream and drop it all in bits and then give the other half to fucking Twitch. So I'm going to win. So it takes time and money to institute the things that I want to institute. And we're on it. We're on it. Like, Karrison did tell me, she was just like, maybe stop talking about the future in terms of what you're going to institute. And she's right. I have been talking about it every stream. But, you know, I just want you guys to make sure that you know that we are working on things. We're not just talking about it. So, but just give us time. Everything takes time. Perfection takes time, you know. AJ, so there's this new guy at work named Juan. My coworker informed me he has a twin named Amal that also works there. I had no idea. He said to me, well, if you've seen Juan, you've seen them all. You could see yourself out, AJ. I like that, Juan. Armor! Armor, don't encourage it. I'm awarding you both with a door. You both tag team me in here with Juan jokes. It's not represented yet, but it will be. You guys get the idea. You get the idea. When the door system is implemented, I am going to be a little scrutinous on your doors. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to work for it. So, but if it breaks my brain and causes me to derail from the stream, oh yeah, you're getting a door. I feel like it will only take you guys like 3 months to get 100 doors. Armor, joke's on you. I don't know how to walk through a door. That's one to grow on. Oh God. Oh. Karrison, I'll get the door thing set up this weekend. No worries, baby. You got a lot of stuff on your plate for this weekend too. So, you know, take some time for yourself. I know you got things that you wanted to do for yourself. I will definitely accept your help for sure. But at the same time, I do want you to prioritize yourself too, you know? It's necessary, especially with the fucking schedule you got. Karrison, door system makes it sound more complex than what it's going to be. Yeah. I mean, it's not super complex. It is basically like we're just going to do a mix it up command where it just tallies the fact that, you know, if you get a door, it'll just say you're up to, not you personally. We're not doing individual points. It's just a collective point where it just says 53 doors or whatever, you know? So it is not really complex. No, it's not. AJ, door system? You mean a hallway? Yeah, what are those? Hallways. Karrison, but let them believe in the magic. Yeah, exactly. Sell the sizzle. I think once we have it employed, we have the assets in place, and we have the mix it up command, I think you guys will like it. I think you guys will enjoy it. Because I like it, and I like talking about what it's going to be like, and, you know, and usually it seems like you guys like the things that I like, you know? And so, Cody, Kodrick! Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Oh, we met our bit goal, guys! Yay! You gave me money! Oh, Lord. By all means, give me all the monies, you know? All the monies. Like, thank you for shouting out Cody. He deserves it. I love Cody. Cody, we won one. It was 1-1, but then we got one. We finally won one. Thank you, Cody, for the bits, brother. And thank you for stinking up my stream with your one puns. Your one puns. Oh, God, look at all these fuckers. Jesus. So many of them. God damn. Armor, Kodrick the Pretty, hardest of the Elden Ring bosses. Absolute. You can't one-shot him. Go down. Well, it just told me to go up. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. That's not what I wanted. I mean, it'll help. That's fine. We got to change our palette, boys. There we go. Run Saber here is interesting and notable. I talked about this during OTL. And the fact that you can press pause and just press select and cycle through all different palettes, you know? All right, we'll bring it to Bulbasaur colors for the misses. Our entire bedroom is decked out in Bulbasaur colors right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use this because we got 4 of them, you know? There's no reason not to. I'm not one of those players that, video gamers that, you know, stockpiles all their items in an RPG until the end and then never actually uses them. Oh man, the fact that you do not have iframes is a little rough. Okay, we got him. AJ, one too many Juan puns. Tons of Juans. I like wonton soup, and I'd share one with Juan. Terrible. Terrible. Karrison, thanks, mister. Not a problem. Squirtle is the best starter, but I do like Bulbasaur's color scheme better. I think Bulbasaur has a better color scheme. So, you know. Karrison, how is it watching the stream for the first time at work? Is it as bad as you thought it would be? Is it as good as you thought it would be? Karrison, you know, she was a little depressed earlier in the week because she's just like, you're going to start streaming and I'm not going to be able to really tune in like I normally do. And she's like, that kind of makes me sad. Does it make you sad right now? Is this manageable, you know? Like, you're still able to check in and check out what's going on, you know? It's not too bad. Like, Cody, I am the guy who rolls credits with all of his elixirs, virgin and untouched like a dummy. I love Cody. I think Cody is absolutely fantastic. So, like, it's hard to rib Cody, too, because he's so nice. Like... Karrison, soon our whole house will be teal, seafoam, and green, and maybe a little purple for you. I'm okay with it. Like, again, I told Karrison...
I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Oh, well, Kodrick, thank you for the sub. You sucker, you fell for it. See? Put a little sugar talk in your ear, and now you're giving me a sub. They all fall for it, boys. Every single one of them. I have had 2 iced coffees. I'm all jazzed up. Cursed be he who does the Lord's work remissly. Cursed he who holds back his sword from blood. Jeremiah. Thank you for redeeming Read the Scriptures. AJ, big fan of the Read the Scriptures. I'm glad one of you guys finally got behind it, because out of the 3 machines, Read the Scriptures. Oh, that's right, I have 4 machines. I forgot I got a vocab machine redeemed. I forgot to even say that one. I really like the Read the Scripture redeem, you know, because I get to use my southern evangelical voice, you know. I get to channel my Georgia relatives, you know. Oh, that's not good. We're going to use this. Karrison, how dare. It sucks. I hate it. Oh, the not being able to tune in the way you like to. I know, baby. Like, at least you can, though, a little bit, you know. That's good. It's good in that regard. It's not too bad. You're still here. Your presence is felt. Oh, boys, we're on our last continue. That's not good. Oh, I think I did this one already. Hold on, Karrison. Let me give you a different one. I thought I had revised it before I went on stream, but I guess I didn't. Hold on. We got to give Karrison another vocab machine. Oh, there we go. Gravid. Adjective, pregnant, notably distended, carrying eggs and or young, full of meaning, a specified quality. Late 16th century Latin from gravidus, meaning laden or heavy. Thank you for redeeming the vocab machine. The vocab machine is Karrison's favorite. Like, Karrison, which one do you like better, the game over machine or the vocab machine? Which one? Karrison, no, this is unmanageable. You're going to have to quit. Nah, I knew it. It's fine. The guys were quitting stream. We're packing it up. Okay, AJ, I find it hilarious. My mother is Roman Catholic. You get it. You get it then. You get it, man. All of those Bible quotes are curated by me. I didn't put AI on the task. I went through the Bible and searched out the most misogynistic, you know, racist, sexist things I could possibly find. And then just for a little bit of spice, you know, God being angry. I love when God's angry, you know. I wish God was angry a little bit more nowadays. I'd believe in him if he actually showed his face and let people know what the case actually is. All right, now we have figured out. We just have to keep running and just watch out for the ceiling sparkies. Hold on, chat. I'll get with you in 1 second. We're running. We be running over here. Okay, a little hop. There we go. We got to figure it out. See, guys, I'm a gamer. I can learn. Ooh, that one. Didn't learn from that one, though. Okay, we're going to go up. This one is not as hard when we get to this point. Well, never mind. Not this point. Okay, we're going to come down around. I'm just going to do some guerrilla tactics. Oh, shit. Get up there. Okay, there we go. It's, oh, shit. Oh, God, no. I mean, it's good in the fact that the limbs don't actually harm you. That's nice, because otherwise this boss would be fucked. The missiles do, and then you fall into a pit, though. That part, not a fan of. Not a fan of. And you can't strike down, which kind of sucks. So we got to take our time. Just take our time. I mean, there's no rush actually on this boss, so you literally can just slow it down and just wail on them, you know. Oh, last time we took out the top half, and it was just the torso. Now this time we took out the bottom half. That's pretty cool. See, you do have to take your time for that reason and that reason alone. Missiles will knock you right into a pit, lose a life. Don't like that. Not a fan. Okay, god damn, just caught it right at the end there. I mean, again, I'm still, even though I'm sucking at this game, I mean, I'm not like, you know, sucking terribly, but sucking enough. I do like this game very much. Like, I still want to try to beat it. Still want to try to beat it. Hey, what's going on, Turnips? That is one gravid-looking robot. I agree. I agree. Just absolutely bursting with AT-ATs, AT-ATs. Oh, we're going to the final stage, Bruford. Karrison, luckily there's only one appendix, so it's not hard to multitask. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're able to sit here and help with a surgery with one hand and text on the phone with the other, you know? I believe you could do it, though. Karrison, I like both equally. Game Over Machine seems most popular, though. People do love the Game Over Machine. Like, I constantly, every week, I have to write new Game Overs just because I don't want you guys to have the same ones. I have literally over 100, but I haven't repeated them. I just reload them with new ones, you know? Like, let's see here. Turnips, have y'all tried peppercorns? Turnip stuffing them into his fanny, you know? Small victories, armor, small victory. Give me 1 second, Armor. Let me think about this for a second. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Small victory. That would be yesterday. I'll talk about yesterday's small victory. I haven't really done a whole bunch today, so I can't really talk about a small victory. I mean, I could go the route of, you know, like, because, like, look, when you suffer from depression, when you have depression, depression is just disempowerment or self-sabotage. People erroneously think of depression in terms of, like, oh, woe is me, I'm not good enough, I don't like myself. And that is depression, but depression can also manifest in all sorts of different ways. And anything that has to do with disempowerment or self-sabotage, whether it be anger, whether it be annoyance, whether it be arrogance, that's all depression, all of it. Even though it doesn't manifest as, like, you know, oh, I don't like myself, nobody likes me. That's not actually depression. But yesterday, went to the DMV, and, like, I talked about it in my Discord, which, by the way, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, come on down to the Discord. You'll hear more of this and more. I talked about it in my Discord. I went to the DMV yesterday, and I am spoiled because the Florida DMV that I was at, literally the best DMV I've ever been at in my entire life. Gets you in and out within 30 minutes. It's crazy. It's huge. They had like 35 different little booths in which you could get your DMV duties done, you know? And went to the DMV that I'm at now, and there was a line that wrapped around the building. And I got there when it opened. And I was trying to register my truck. I got a new vehicle, and I moved to a different state. I no longer live in Florida. And I was trying to register it because my insurance company were like, oh, fuck, did we die? We died, shit. My insurance company were like, if you don't register your truck and, you know, within 30 days, we're going to suspend your insurance and it's going to affect your license and they'll put a bench warrant out for your arrest and all this other bullshit, you know. And I was like, okay, I'll go to the DMV. Oh, no, we're going down. Okay. And I was like, all right, I'll go to the DMV and register my truck. Waited an hour in that line, and then people came out of the line and started, how am I supposed to get over there? How am I supposed to get over there? Honestly, okay. People came out of the line, they just started asking people, what are you here for? You know, get your shit in order. And I told them I'm just here to register my truck. And they're like, do you have the title of your truck with you? And I was like, oops. And they're like, well, you got to come back. They're like, yeah, come back with the title and then we can help you. And I was just like, fuck. So I basically wasted an hour and a half of my morning when I could have been doing literally anything else. And normally those sort of things, you know, they can disrupt your day. They can put you in a bad mood and fuck up your day and make you feel like everything sucks. But my small victory yesterday was just realizing, all right, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. You know, like we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We wasted a little bit of time. We'll go back there Friday. And now that we know, you know, we'll handle it. And we're not going to let it disrupt us and affect the rest of the day, because the rest of the day could be glorious. You know, it could be a really good day. And I mean, it was a pretty good day, even despite all that. So that would be my small victory, is just not sweating the small stuff, not sweating. Are we at the final boss? That would be my small victory. Like, armor, you end up feeling better once that person task is done. Exactly. Like, I know it'll get done. You know, it doesn't, you know, it's not a... Did we break the game? No, we got to go down. Oh, well, that wasn't made clear. That we had to scroll down. I needed my arrows. Okay, we're back to Wolfgang Krauser. Oh, right off the bat. Okay. Go right. We'll use this. Oh, I'm sorry, Cody. Best sandwich meat. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. If you asked me when I was a teenager and a preteen, I would have said ham. Mostly because me and Beef's mom she got to a point where she couldn't afford summer camp, and she would just basically be like, here's a block of meat, here's a block of ham, no slices, literal just block. Here's a block of ham, here's some bread, I put it out on the porch, I'm gonna lock you out of the house for the rest of the day, because I don't want you playing video games all day while I'm at work. I'm gonna lock you out of the house, your bike is out there, you got some meat, some room temperature meat and some pieces of bread. Come back home to feed yourself. Go have a good day on your bike for the next 9 hours. That was summer camp, you know? Simpler times. I mean, I spent a lot of time biking over to Walmart and reading all the magazines, the video game magazines, in the magazine aisle, you know? Got a lot of exercise as a kid, because Walmart was 2.5 miles away. And so like we'd have to bike over to Walmart and then bike home back. So, you know, at least an average of 5 miles a day. Like, and the thing is most of the time we would bike over and then get bored of reading magazines and get some chicken nuggies from McDonald's, eat them, and then be like, we got nothing to do. We'll go back over to Walmart. Ah, shit, we got all the way to the final boss. All right, we'll do one more run, and then I'm closing out. Armor, porch ham. So if you asked me when I was a preteen or a teenager, it would have been ham. If you ask me nowadays, my favorite sandwich meat, it's probably turkey. Like, I do love turkey, or, what is it? Corned beef. Corned beef, like a Reuben. Very good. Very good, you know, like absolute. It's been a long time since I had a really good Reuben sandwich. It's like Harrison's favorite sandwich. Oh, and she keeps talking about a place that serves really good Reubens, and we just haven't gotten a chance to get over there yet. We will. Cody, good. I am Gregory Porchham with the Porchham Estate. Oh man, if I wasn't getting my ass beat here in Beat Saber, I would add that quote. That's an added quote. Like, I think you guys actually can. Yeah, you guys can. If somebody wants to add Cody's quote, because it is deserving. It is deserving, you know. Exclamation mark, add quote, and then whatever Cody said. It's terrific. We'll look back on it. I'll take you there soon. Okay, baby. I believe you. All in due time, you know. There's no rush. We're going to be here for a while, you know? Like, so we'll get it all done. We're in an adjustment period. Harrison's in an adjustment period. I'm in an adjustment period. Just being able to have a life that isn't mired with stress an obligation, you know? That takes time. It takes time to remember how to be a human being again and not have to worry every single day, you know? Like, I was to a point where, you know, like, I hated having my phone because I was like, clients would call or text and it just never stopped. And now I'm to a point where, like, my phone rings and it's people that I want to talk to, or my phone texts and it's people that I want to talk to, or I go the entire day without a text or a call. And it's just like, this is wonderful. I was like, this is everything I always wanted it to be. Like, the only text or call I get is just kerosene, you know? It's beautiful. I love it. There's something over here. I passed it up last time, but I'm not going to pass it up this time. I want to see. There's something here. There has to be, right? Or is this the beginning of the stage? No. No. There has to be something here, right? Has to be. Nope. Not a goddamn thing. Okay, it is the beginning of the stage. How does that... Ah, thank you, baby. Thank you for adding Cody's quote. I appreciate you, baby. I would have done it in a minute, but this is the last run, so I want to make sure I put my best effort towards it. I do want to try to beat the game. AJ, are you the Eastern Porchams or the degenerate Southern Porchams? Grim, Beat Saber has changed a lot since I finished up this afternoon. Grim, how long have you been doing Beat Saber? Like, have you noticed any sort of physical benefits from doing it? Oh, I should have. Oh, God, we're not doing so great here, guys. All right, he's going to go up. All right, you going to come on down, big boy? There we go. There we go. That's fine. You can stay up there. We'll take out the knees. Grim, since a long time ago. So you've been doing it for quite some time then. Because, like, Karison had turned me on to your streams because she used to watch almost exclusively your Beat Saber streams. And she was just like, one, it's entertaining and fun to watch. And she was just like, I want to do what Grim is doing. Like, she's like, I want to get in shape and do some Beat Sabers. Because, like, we got a VR headset. And it's like, we just haven't gotten to the point where we're using it. But we'll get there. Ah, God, man. For whatever reason, the wall enemies are the hardest in this game. I don't understand why. Fuck it. Get rid of her. Get her out of here. Jesus. Grim, definitely. I've dropped about 3 kilograms since I got things very regular. Ah, hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about, you know? Like, small, gradual increments. All change is measured by dedication and determination. Like, success is just discipline and repetition. That's all that it is. It's just getting the reps in, you know? All right, we're gonna do this boss battle. We're not off to a good start because I've already lost 2 lives in the first stage, and I'm just like, this first stage is kind of baby mode, so not looking so good to see if we can, you know, get all the way to the end here. But we're gonna try, boys. We're definitely gonna try. This will be our last run, and then I gotta finish OTL. I gotta finish Outside the Lens. Gotta have some content for you boys to watch and read and listen to my malarkey. You know, almost made it. I am enjoying the fact that, you know, look, I love OTL. It's a labor of love, that's for damn sure. Nobody would do that voluntarily if they didn't love it. But I more love the fact that I can just, you know, pop on a game and crack open the mic and just talk to you guys while I'm playing this game. It's a totally different experience. I actually prefer Sixplays, you know, just me cracking the mic and talking my nonsense to you guys. There we go. Karison, when is the next OTL going to be? Well, thank you for asking, Karison. Like, if you guys pop on down to the Discord, we got an entire category for it over there where we update it on pretty much a regular basis. You can see all of the games that I have redeemed on the Discord or right there, just in case you guys want to redeem it with your channel points. But to answer your question, Carson, I think it's going to be Saturday morning. I didn't anticipate me going back into a weekend morning schedule, but it's just how the cookie crumbled this week, you know? Like, and so I'm thinking Saturday morning because OTL takes a lot of momentum. And if I wait till Friday evening, I'll be tired. And I don't want to wait till Friday evening to be tired. I need a certain amount of energy. So I'm thinking Saturday morning, 8 a.m. EST. Like, and I did go out of my way purposely when I was crafting this OTL to make it try to not have so many assets so I can get it done before 4.5 hours, you know? I mean, there's no real punishment if I don't. I try to keep that slot open, you know, if Karison wants to stream. And so I don't know if she's going to yet. She hasn't given me the heads up to shout her out for those kind of things. So, and Karison's trying to figure out her own schedule and her own stream schedule and her work schedule. And she's sick this week on top of that. So just like, God damn, man, it's gonna be horrible doing 4 10-hour shifts in a row when you're not feeling good, you know? Oh boy, I don't know if this is gonna be the run, boys. I don't know. We're gonna try. We're gonna buckle down here. Okay, I'm going to the statue head again. Not a problem. Not a problem. Karison, oh shit, we didn't update it to the Google Sheets. Yeah, I saw that. It's okay though. It's all right. No big deal. We'll update it. I'll probably do it after stream. Okay, we'll just go ahead and use this. I'll do it when I get home. I mean, I could do it. It's literally just copy and paste. So, because I noticed yesterday, Zeta was using it during his stream, and he wasn't using the sheets, and I was like, I don't know if we updated it to the sheets. But I'll do it, baby. You ain't gotta worry about it. Dalasim, it do be looking like Dalasim. I do get some strong Dalasim vibes off of it, you know, like Yoga Fire, a Yoga Flame. Karison, I'm gonna try to stream either tonight or tomorrow night or Saturday after OTL. Lamau. Well, hell yeah, baby. That'd be great. Like, I look forward to it. Well, guys, if you're not following her, Karison, what's your name again? If you're not following the lovely and illustrious Karison4, go ahead and give her a follow, because she might be streaming later tonight, depending on her energy levels when she gets home from work, or after OTL on Saturday. Like, you definitely want to follow a Karison stream, without a doubt. She too has also been working on some things that you guys will enjoy, and I look forward to it. I've been dying to see her new redeems. Oops, I gave it away. I've been dying to see her new redeems. Fuck! And she's doing it like I am. She's piecemealing it, rolling them out, slow roll out. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. You don't want to blow your wad from the get-go, guys. I'm just giving you some stream psychology here. If you give them all the dangling keys all at once, you have nothing to rook them in with, you know? You want to take your time with that stuff. Like, all right, bada bing. Moving on. Oh, we got to change our palette. I'm sorry. Let's go with blue and black. My favorite Magic the Gathering colors. God, look at this. So many goddamn bats. Just like Castlevania. Jesus Lord in heaven. Okay, come over here. Nice. We nailed it. Oh, man. AJ, I have a blue-black rogues deck that I love very much, Six. Oh, do you play Commander or do you play 60-card format? Which one? Which one? Both? Oh, the true nerd. Like, I used to play 60-card format, but I do not anymore. I'm strictly Commander. Strictly Commander. The Miller Lite of Magic, you know? Armor, redeem Demon's Crest. Armor! Sucks for you! We already played it for OTL. If you look at the list, it's right there. Armor, you can pick a different game, though. Pick a different game. If I had beaten this game today in 75 minutes or less, I was gonna do another stream and play Tin Star. I was gonna try to beat Tin Star because ever since you redeemed Tin Star, I've been wanting to kind of play and beat it, you know. And I still might. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. AJ, blue black rogue is 60 card. Blue black commander is Yuriko. Hell yeah, brother. My blue black commander deck is Yuriko as well. I got a ninja deck. I got the ninjas. It never works the way it's supposed to, but you know, I like playing it. Everybody who I play it against, immediately, as soon as they see that I'm playing ninjas, it becomes 3-on-1. It becomes arch enemy because nobody likes ninjutsu, you know? Being able to cash your commander without tax, and getting around the commander tax, nobody likes that. Nobody likes it. Nobody. To armor, I like the idea of going back to OTL games you want to finish. Okay, I mean, all right, well, armor, what I'll do, you can still redeem a game. You can still switch out your game. But I will, for Sixplays, go back and play Demon's Crest because Demon's Crest is I'm gonna write it down actually. Because Demon's Crest is a fantastic game, and it feels like when I played it on OTL, we'll do Sixplays. When I played it on OTL, 20 minutes, like when you play Shaq Fu, you're a fuck. You're a fuck armor. Like, I take back everything I said. Everything I said. Shaq Fu, you're in there, buddy. I have played some Shaq Fu and I hated every minute of it. Every minute of it. And so, like, by the time I played Demon's Crest for 20 minutes, you're only just starting to cook in that game, you know? Like, with the power-ups and all that shit. God damn it, again, man. And so it's like, I do need to go back and play Demon's Crest just simply because, like, boys. Simply because there's a lot of meat still on that bone, you know? Like, Razaketh? Oh man, my mono black deck is Carrick, Suicide Black all the way. Love me some Suicide Black. Oh, Cody. Evo. Well, thank you, Cody, for throwing in a redeem. We love it. We love it when you guys interact with the redeems, especially for OTLs. I have not played Evo, Search for Eden, so that'll be a new one for me. Search for Eden. We got you in there, Codrick. There it is. The Monarch of Ham. All right, there it is. Porch ham, that's right. Porch ham just like, it's got a really good mouthfeel. I just like the combination of words there. You can literally just cheese the hell out of this boss. Look at that. Love to see it. Love to see it. Boys, this will be the last run. Because at this point in time, I have to pee so bad my teeth are floating. I'm like, ooh. What time is it right now? It's only 10 a.m.? Okay. I mean, I might come back later and play some Tin Star. I might come back later. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta finish OTL. That pixel art is lovely too. I agree. I'm a big fan of the dead woman. I knew Cody would like that. It's a little concerning. AJ, the porch ham mouth and feel is okay unless it's over 100 degrees outside. Then not so much. Ooh, man. I mean, looking back, some of my parents' choices on feeding us and how they fed us, I can see why I had stomach issues and why now as a grown adult, I'm traumatized by having stomach issues. Can we just farm health? Do these guys even give health? All right, hold on. We're gonna take our time with this one, boys. There we go. This game steals from me, man. Like, but I also okay. All right, Windows Defender. I appreciate you checking up on me. Like, also a lot of my childhood was, you know, chances are a lot of my stomach pain came from the fact that I was a very picky eater and all I would eat is like peanut butter toast. 4 slices of peanut butter toast for dinner, you know? Did that every night for, you know, years on end. The constipation, boys. Fuck. God damn, man. Like, all right, come on down here. Do this. Okay. We're just gonna have to go for it. Never mind. Never mind. Cody, a healthy diet of peanut butter toast and pork ham for a strong immune system. Like I was raised white trash, all right? Like I make no qualms about it. Definitively white trash. Like I'm proud of it. You gotta endure the worst before, you know, you can have some of the best. Like it builds character. Builds character, you know? There we go. Moving down. All right, let's keep it moving. How many continues do we have? Do we have 2 continues or do we have only 1 continue? I do want to try to beat this game. Like it has been fun. The feeling that like you're getting a little bit better with each time. And we emphasize a little bit better. But I mean, that's part of the stream game though. Like, you know, you want to see the streamer suffer a little bit. There has to be stakes involved. If there are no stakes involved, nobody cares. If people come in and they just cyborg a game, what's the fun in that, you know? Like, you need a struggle. And me just going downward, directly down is a struggle. Cody, my grandmother used to make sun tea, which I later discovered is yeah, it's Bacteria City. Oh yeah, I had some Georgia relatives that made some sun tea. Like, and oh, I wasn't a fan of it either, man. Okay, can we cheese it? Let's do this. Oh God. No, you can throw out your kick sonic booms. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, fuck off. AJ, peanut butter toast and pork ham. The 6 2/3 story will continue after these messages. AJ, I used to drink sun tea all the time. I did not like tea as a kid. The only tea I liked as a kid was McDonald's, you know, iced tea, and that was literally just hummingbird food, man. I can't even drink it now, man. I can't even. Oof, it's disgusting. But yeah, my Georgia relatives, they would make sun tea all the time, man, all the time. Literally start the day out with a batch of sun tea, you know, and it was just like, oof, Lord, you know. But my Georgia and Louisiana relatives, like, I think I've told this story on OTL before, but like, I don't really contact my Georgia and Louisiana relatives because they're massive Bible thumper hypocrites, and I don't jive with them. They're racist and they don't like gay people, so I don't like them. And so I disowned them very quickly at an early age, you know. And but there was one time where I got rooked into visiting them when I was like 14 or so. And especially my Louisiana relatives, man, you need an interpreter. I come from a very large family. My mom's got, she's got 8 siblings. She's the youngest of 8. My father is the second youngest of 9. So it's a gigantic family. And so I got rooked into visiting my Louisiana relatives. And when I got out of the car, they immediately told me, they were just like, 6, we got some fresh cooter. You want some cooter? We're gonna put it on the grill in just a second. And I was just like, cooter? Even at 14 years old, I was like, cooter can mean many, many different things, you know? And I was just like, what is cooter? And they're like, possum. We got it from the side of the road this morning, it's still fresh. We're gonna cook it on the grill. And it sounds like a joke. It sounds like Beverly Hillbillies, but no, they actually took the fucking possum that they found on the side of the road. I guess it wasn't full of fucking maggots and larvae, and they fried it up and ate cooter that evening. I just spent the week there and just pretended that I was vegetarian because I was just like, I ain't eating that shit. No way. Their sides were really good, you know, like the Louisiana people, they know how to cook, but I ain't eating no fucking roadkill, man. It was just like, I'm white trash, but I'm not that fucking white trash. Like, Cody, she would also fry chicken in like 3 inches of Crisco. Quintessential Georgia grandma. Oh, man. We've heard on the shows, on the Bro Down, which, by the way, guys, Sunday, 8 a.m. EST, me and my brother, Bro Down, just chatting stream. We've talked about it. Ooh, shit! We've talked about it on stream before, but our grandmother, our Georgia grandmother, she used to run like a little gas station. It was a mom and pop popcorn fart gas station. It was notable in the fact that they had an entire fry bar, an entire hot bar, the best goddamn corn dogs I've ever had in my entire fucking life, and hush puppies. And she would fry the chicken behind the counter while, you know, ringing people up for gas and shit. Just out there frying chicken, you know? And notable because they had a stand-up Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet that, you know, we could put on free play and we would just hang out and play Street Fighter 2 all day long. Like, that was great. But also notable, right adjacent to the Street Fighter stand-up arcade cabinet, just a wall of porno magazines. And so, you know, me and my brother, we'd be over there acting like we're reading a Nintendo Power, but in reality, we're just looking at Beaver. The magazine was Beaver. Looking at Beaver Mag. And our grandma, her name was Momal. She would always be like, "You boys ain't looking at any of them nudie mags, are you?" And they'd be like, "No, Momal. We're just reading about Lester the Unlikely." "Okay, boys, God bless." So, you know, typical Southern upbringing. Learned more about the female anatomy at age 9 than I did at age 28. So, all right, we're moving down. All right, boys, we're on our last continue here. We got 4 lives. We got to make it count. We got to get serious here. Hey, come on. Get serious. Like, ooh, shit. I do like the fact that there is a screw attack. It doesn't seem to do anything, though. It doesn't seem like it actually affects the enemies. So we're going to go up, right into it. Wonderful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Absolute. Okay. AJ, my mother would quarter like 4 oranges and fill the jug with tea bags and water. And then into the sun for a whole hot summer day. Quintessential. Cody, oh no, 6 awakened a repressed Cody memory on accident. That's okay, brother. I feel like we're cut from the same cloth, to be honest with you, you know? We have different affectations in our accents, but it seems like we came from the same upbringing. Like, you know, when your babysitter was your Super NES. Like, my mom used to fight it because she was under the belief that video games were bad for kids, you know? She was just like, they're going to learn violence, you know? They're going to be violent, which is an hilarious argument because I'm just like, I don't know. If you just take a little look-see into the human civilization and history, we've been a violent culture for a very long time, long before video games were ever a thing. But she finally got to the point where she was just like, oh, it makes the kids shut up for 6 hours? And we can do whatever we want? Okay. Well, my convictions, they're taking a back seat to convenience at this point. And then, like, I mean, it was true. We would shut up, you know? Like, we would argue and bicker because me and my brother, we hated each other as kids. We'd fight over every goddamn video game that we played. You know, that part they didn't like, you know? But once they figured out that video games could be a cheap babysitter, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially being latchkey kids. Oh yeah. Jawsome, Sun T is the best. What's going on, Jawsome? How you doing, brother? What's going on in your world, man? Ooh, come over here. We're doing some Run Saber here. We've been straight sucking all morning. I mean, we got to the final stage, but then we immediately died on it. And we ran out of continues. I was just like, yo, 6, that's me. That's me, I'm 6. 6 and mix me a few turds, you know? Okay, this boss is kind of easy. We just got to pay attention to where the Sparkies are. All right, Chad, I'll be with you in just 1 second. I'm in the zone. We're locked in. We're dialed in. So just give me 1 second, and I'll catch up with you. And then, man, I got to pee so bad. Do a little hop. There we go. We're figuring it out. It's just patterns. You just gotta train your brain, figure out the patterns. He's gonna come over here. Oh, he's gonna wait for me to, yeah, of course. All right, and all we have to do is just flip around and take a couple swipes and run. It's just guerrilla tactics. It reminds me of my days in the junta, you know? Okay, come over here. And over here. No hit run? No. No armor. You know better than that. It's like, you know. You know. I mean, this part is actually really easy because all you have to do, you don't even have to press a direction. You just jump straight up and watch out for the missiles. Watch out for the missiles. Jump straight up and just keep swanging. Keep swanging your lightsaber, man. That's all you need. That's all you need. There we go. Now we're down to the husk. We don't even need to use our magic at this point, really. We still got hit. Still lost the life on that one. AJ, no, the Romans were always at war because of Atari, yeah. Exactly. We got to the end. Freddie, I saw that. You saw what? You saw what? Jawsome, get out of here with the Sun T. Hey, I see that face. I was raised on it. I no longer, I have become a civilized, cultured man, guys. We no longer, we have discarded ourselves of our white trash heritage, you know? Like, we have cultured things now, like wine in a can. Talked about that in the beginning of the stream. I found some Lambrusco at Whole Foods in a can, you know? Naturally. Okay, we're gonna, oh, nope, no we're not. No, we're not. We're gonna save our magic for the end boss, because I feel like that's where we need it most. So we're just gonna try to be real disciplined right now, boys. We're gonna get, oh, shit, I keep forgetting, you can defeat the projectiles. You can just sit there and whack away at the projectiles. I see you chatting, boys. I see it in my peripheral vision. I'll be right with you. Like, we're in the zone. Our last continue, we only got 3 lives. This is the final stage. We only got 2 lives, our final stage. Okay, there we go, bada bing. Codester, my mom's boyfriend, I was at his house for the day alone for reasons I don't recall. This is when I was 13 or so, and so I started snooping. I found a VHS called Anal Angels 4. My favorite, my absolute favorite, you know? Like, wonderful. Like, I was, God, man, that is like a fond, reminiscent memory, like when you are prepubescent or pubescent, and like you're taking a notice in the female form, and your friends have porno, or your friends' fathers have porno, and it's like that whole era just feels great, you know? Like, Pretty Cody, good news, you didn't need to watch 3 first to understand the plot. Man, I remember I was 11 years old, and I was hanging out with my friend Ryan. And Ryan had, I probably told this story on stream before, but I'll tell it again. And Ryan had brought me into the closet, and get your head out of the gutter. God damn, we lost a life just falling down, boys. Ryan had brought me into his parents' closet. He's like, hey, you want to see something? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll you know, the whole world is fascinating right now at this age. I'll look at anything. And he's like, you want to see some pictures of a naked girl? And I was like, well, of course. I was like, don't threaten me with an awesome time. And so he brought me into his parents' closet, and there was a shoebox on the top shelf of the closet. And he brought out the shoebox, and he had a handful of Polaroids. And like the Polaroids were of a thin, middle-aged woman, gigantic bush, and like upskirts of the bush, shot from below, you know? And I was just like, she wasn't a good-looking woman, you know, necessarily. But the fact that it was a woman, you know, that's all that we needed to get frisky. And he's like, yeah, that's my mom. He told me he'd used it for for the reasons in which you use them for. And I was just like, even at 11 years old, I was just like, look, I'm understanding the female form, but I don't look at my mom like that. And if I did, I would immediately wash my eyes out with bleach. Ryan! Exactly. These are the stories that you come here for, boys. We are, if nothing else, I am a writer. I am a published writer. I have written some tales in my life, but I make sure that people know all of the tales and stories that I have. All right, boys, let's switch over real quick. Yeah, all right, we got ourselves some Run Saber. We got ourselves, nope, I went to the wrong one. Here, let's do that and do that. Okay, there we go. Like, guys, let's wash our mouth out with someone who's a little bit more appealing than Ryan's mom. We see this box art here. We talked about it on OTL. This box art was done by Julie Bell. And Julie Bell was an accomplished medieval fantasy painter, artist, so on and so forth. Catch the VOD. Go look at Outside the Lens. I do a little mini tangent about Julie Bell. Let's talk about Julie Bell instead of Ryan's mom's Polaroids, you know? Absolute Chad, Giga Beast. Look at her. Like, so, there we go. There you guys go. PB, yeah, personal best. I did get to the end of the game. I'm happy over that, you know, like I feel accomplished in that regard. I'm just happy over the fact that I streamed the game, you know. I got a lot of stuff to do to finish up on OTL. And so I'm just happy and appreciative that I was able to stream a game for you guys, you know. Something that's not the OTL format, watch me try to actually beat a game. You guys can see something in the game that's more than just the first fucking level, you know. And so, like, all right, let's see if we got ourselves a raid target. I'm sure there's somebody we could raid. Yeah, let's raid. Let's give it to Moon. Let's give it to Moon. Moon was hanging out with us. We'll give it to Moon. Like, _raid hysteric Moon underscore. There we go. Techie, thanks for the stream. Wow, thanks for hanging out with me, Techie. Like, I appreciate you. Are you streaming today, Techie? Like, are you doing Wings of Vi? Is that a Wednesday stream? I think all of the days are blurred for me, brother. It's like I barely know what day it is today. Jossum, anyone else discover the Spice channel on channel 99 all scrambled at night? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I certainly did. Oh, that's another teenage memory unlocked. You'd get like 3 seconds of garbled Technicolor boob, areola, major day all day. Like, Techie secret torture thing today. Yes, everyone's excuse. Ah, man, no Wings of Vi today. Man, I kind of want to see it. Rob got to a new screen on it. And I was static emote wall. Ew. Well, I tried putting it in there, and Karison had told me that the app that you had sent over, she's like, that might be the reason why Freddy's got crunchy sounds. Because we instituted it over here, and as soon as we instituted it, it started crunching up our audio. So I don't know, Frederick. I do appreciate you helping out, though. You know, like without a doubt. We're gonna have animated wall, emote wall at some point in time. You know. All right, boys, we're sending it over to Moon. I might be back later today. I might come back and play some Tin Star if you guys do hang out with me.